I apologize for the delay, everyone. Hello and good evening, everyone. We welcome you to the today's expert panel discussion of EMBA by IIM Jammu. Thank you all for joining in today's session. Without any further delay, we will begin with the today's panel discussion. So we will introduce you to our panelists. It is an extreme privilege to introduce. So I will start off with Dr. Archana Sharma, who is the chairperson of EMBA at IIM Jammu. Following up with Dr. Rashmi Ranjan Parida, who is the chairperson admissions at IIM Jammu. And then we have Miss Shaheen Parveen, who is the business head at Nulearn. Now context, not only for today's panel discussion this evening, but also for future, I would take the privilege of inviting Dr. Arjuna to take the lead on this and discuss about the program. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening to all. This would like to start with the admission criteria and then I can follow.
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to start?
Sorry, sir. Can you be a little louder?
Yeah. So you want me to start or?
Yes, sir. So you start with the admission
Okay.
and then I will explain
Yeah.
more about the program.
Good evening and sorry for little late. Okay. Actually, I was also traveling. I am out of office right now, but it's a pleasure to be along with you, all of you. Thanks for joining this webinar. So actually, whatever the requirements, this is very straightforward and everything is on our website. So there is it's completely very clear process. We are looking for working professional with minimum 3-year experience, okay, with graduation with 50%. And so the process is very pretty simple. You have to apply, then there is a test followed by an interview, and based on the merit list, that is composite score we will prepare, and the students will get admission. So the process is very straightforward, and the test is a online test. You don't have to travel anywhere. You can appear the test. It's a AI proctored test which you can appear from your comfort of your home, and it will be scheduled on a Sunday only. So there is no issue as far as the test is concerned. The test, many times people ask this, what is the nature of the test? The test will be a multiple type test. There will be 3 sections, okay, and there will be maximum 90 questions of 2 hours duration. And you will see that there are 3 sections. One is quantitative aptitude, one is logical reasoning and data interpretation, and there is verbal ability. Many times the working professionals have this question that they are not in touch with the academics. So let me tell you, the difficulty level is not as high as CAT level. This is quite school level exam which people can easily attempt. So there has been no issue. So this is all about the test, okay. And as far as the process of admission application is concerned, so I am sure many of you might have filled the application, or if you see, there are 3 key sections. One is your personal, like about you, academic profile, and work experience, okay. And IIM Jammu follows the Government of India reservation norms. So if you are applying any other category than the general category, then at the time of admission you have to provide the supporting document to claim your whatever respective category you are interested to get admission under, okay. So this is broadly the admission criteria. I don't want to spend more time speaking about our thing, because it is already, as I said, on website. I would love to hear your question and concern and address them rather than making a monologue and talking from our side. So I'm open to question here, and if you have facing any issue, anything, we will love to solve those queries. Okay, so thank you. Looking forward to. Yeah.
Thank you, Parida sir, for the introduction on the admission policy. If all of you can see my screen, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
it's
see it.
visible. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, quick, very briefly, as you all know that IIM Jammu started in the year 2016 and we are now at 2014. This is the photograph, I would say, of our new campus. And what is the vision? The vision is to make leaders and entrepreneurs who can perform globally to make a valuable difference to the society and the corporate world. Now, about the executive MBA program at IIM Jammu, which is the two-year program, and it is in the blended mode. It is, if you talk about the rigor of the program, if you talk about the curriculum of the program, it is very much, at par with the MBA program. I'm talking about the, the rigor part of it, but the content is made in such a way which suits the executives. So what is so special about the program? That this is a two-year blended program. That means 80% of the program is online, where we also provide opportunity to all of you to come to the campus two times in a year. That means four times in 2 years. So the sessions are only on weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sunday. We have tentatively shared the schedule in the brochure itself. To see that. And after completing, this is a degree program. After completing this program, students will get the alumni status. The expert faculty panel here actually gets opportunity to teach this program. There is also, we're also exploring the possibility of, because we have tie up of with 21 universities, global university. We're also trying, for the global and the rural immersion program. Now if you look at I would say the structure of the program. So there are basically, if you look here, that first year is 36 credits and second year is 42 credits. Basically,
Madam, can you make your screen your presentation mode, because I am not sure about others. I can see only the so
I have make it full screen only, sir.
okay, so then it's okay. So probably for the
Actually, the
panelists it is
presentation is not moving, I guess.
yes, they are.
Okay, okay. Can I share it once again? Let's just we.
No,
I
you have
can
to
just.
make it full screen, presentation mode, then run
I
it.
did it, sir. Is it visible now?
No,
No. So I'll share once again, sir. Give me. Why it's not visible?
Ma'am, you can open the PPT in the background and then once you click on share, it will be shared as a PPT.
The share is not getting highlighted. The share, I would say.
Give me a second, ma'am.
I'm going to the window. I'm going to the entire screen also. Let me see.
Yeah, ma'am, you already have the rights.
No, it's not getting. Okay. Okay. Is it? I'm making it full screen. Please let me know if it is moving. Is it moving now?
Ma'am, we can only
Wait,
see on the screen that you are starting to share content and now it has stopped, I guess. Yes.
it's not moving.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then without wasting time, I would not spend because there is some technical glitch. So
Ma'am,
students,
maybe I'll share my screen and then we can begin.
you can just share the brochure. If you have the brochure, you can just share the brochure. I can have a discussion on the brochure itself. In the meantime, I'm just speaking to the candidates. It's a two-year
Sure, ma'am.
program. We have 78 credits. First year is totally core, right? So you have to study all the core subjects, and the second year is an elective. There is also an additional opportunity of doing a CIS, course of independent study. You can choose your own topic of your own choice of an own area, and you can actually choose your mentor at IIM Jammu, where you can actually write a case study, you can write an article. That's a 3 credit course. And then again in term 5, you get also to get an opportunity to write a dissertation. So that's a 6 credit course which continue for term 5 and term 6. So if I look in totality, what is there? It's a blended program. We have a global immersion, right? We have CIS, we have dissertation, we have alumni study. Yes. So now you look here, 78 credits here. Term 4 CIS, term 5 dissertation, which continues till term 6. So term 1, term 2, term 3 is core, which is 36 credit, and term year 2 is basically 42 credits. So we have various specialization: marketing, finance, strategy, operations, HR, IT. So a minimum, requirement, depending on the batch size, a minimum requirement is, is required to basically register for a kind of an elective. So already we have finished 3 batches now. This is, this is going to be a 4th batch, and we have got a very good response. People come and form network. They have form a great network among themselves. They have also formed great network with the faculty here. The campus is great, the immersion is great, the online classes feedback is also very nice. So moving on, can you just go to the brochure down? Let's see. These are our real classes. The pictures which you are seeing are the real classes here. All the, what are the specialization in particular area, you can see very much in the brochure. Please go down, Ms. Shine. Yes. So if you can see the entire structure when you have to come to the campus, what is the I would say the end term exams, what is the credit, everything is mentioned here in this table. Please go down, Miss Shine. Thank you so much. And this is award of degree. This is the batch statistics for the last 2 years. Please go down. And eligibility criteria, I think Parida sir has already spoken about. The application date, last date of the application is 23rd June. You would have a written test. If you qualify in that written test, you have to appear for the interview, and then the final offer. Yes, please go down. These are the expert faculty members. Right now we have 45 faculty members along with the adjunct faculty, and we are in the process of hiring more faculties in a couple of months. Please go down. All our faculties are from premier institute, IITs, IIM, foreign university. And there are a lot of opportunity to participate in all the events. This year only our campus got inaugurated, virtually got inaugurated by honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi. Okay, and this is all about the international program partners. We have collaboration with 22 international partners, and we're also exploring the possibility of global immersion. I think this year this will be possible. Thank you so much. You can also go to the website and see what are the testimonials written, and also some video testimonials from a previous I would say alumni from the EMBA program. Thank you. So this was all about the EMBA program. If you have any questions regarding the admission, regarding the program, please let us know. We want to hear from more from you all. Yes, this is the 10-day schedule of what classes. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the classes which we are planning to run on weekends. And the immersion program is also calendar is also very much there, that you have to come in term 1, then in term 3, then again in term 4, and then term 6, and then finally after second year we have a convocation.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, sir, for your insights and inputs. So, shall we begin with addressing the questions? And we also have Ms. Shaheen. So, ma'am, please, we would like to invite you to give in your inputs as well.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening. So, first of all, thank you, Dr. Archana ma'am and Rashmi Ranjan sir, for conveying the program so beautifully with the students. And thank you all the participants here for joining the session out of their busy schedule. So, as rightly mentioned by sir and ma'am, it's been a great initiative by IIM Jammu for working professional at such an affordable pricing and such a vast infrastructure and giving opportunities for people to participate. As I can see here, there are a lot of questions being asked by the participants already, specifically on the admissions process, like what all things can be taken care of in the interviews, how the scores, would be calculated. So, first of all the very best for each and everyone who has already registered for the program. You can always connect with the Nulearn team to get in touch regarding any admissions process or any sort of doubts or queries that you have. And as ma'am and sir have already went through the brochure in detail, I think 23rd June is the last date of application, which is followed by a written test on 29th of June and an online personal interview as well. Um, I think tentatively the program starts on August, and it demands good level of seriousness towards the program and dedication in terms of attending a minimum of 8 to 10 hours of online learning, and that is of course at the comfort of your home. So I think that's all from my side. And Megha, I think we can take up the questions, and we all panelists are here. We can go ahead with answering the questions first.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, we will begin by addressing some of the questions that we have received in the chat box as well from the participants. So,
Can we see them? Sorry to interrupt. Can they open the camera and then talk to us?
I am afraid, ma'am, I think they don't have the access to switch on their cameras.
Okay, no problem. Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So, the first question that we have is kindly explain the procedure and benefits of global immersion and rural immersion. So, this is the first question that we have received.
Okay, so global immersion, basically this program is only for a week, right? So we have as I say, we have international partnership with so many university here, and we write to them depending on what is the interest of the candidates, what place they like to visit, and we also have to take permission from the partner institute. So unlike the exchange program which happens in MBA, this is basically a cultural exchange. We have a schedule of 1 week where we say that, okay, we get some classes exposure from the international university. There is also some possibility of industry visit. There is also some possibility where you go to the to the country and see the country. And this is basically cultural exchange, know more about the international partner, to know more about the international business here, right? The entire cost of the immersion is perhaps borne by the students, whether it's traveling, whether it's visa. So we are basically connecting you to the international. So depending if the students are willing to go to that particular university, you get an exposure there. We are in this year because there is a minimum requirement of the students where which is put forward by the partner university. This time we have got that requirement, and hopefully if everything goes well, this time this batch is going for the global immersion.
Madam,
Thank
I'd
you so
like
much,
to
ma'am.
just add to this.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, so I'll just like to add, in MBA program or any master program, you will see people going for summer internship in corporates because many students don't have exposure of working in a real organization. Since this is a program for working professional, so this is a two-way of option. So there are many people who have never been to the hinterland or development organization or CSR kind of organization. So that a rural immersion, like somebody has always been in a corporate or in a city life, he has never been exposed to the rural or the hinterland of nation. or never been exposed to NGO. So that gives another option for them to explore to that aspect. And Madam has already told about international. Okay, so many people have exposure to international, business or organization, but sometimes people have no exposure. So this is a way somebody can get exposure to both the reality of a nation, where the majority people live by rural immersion, or getting exposed to the international, B schools or the curricula and faculty and market. So this is, so just to add. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. So, followed by the earlier question that we addressed, we have another question related to the same. So, participants are asking what would be the tentative price for both and which is the better to choose from the global
Okay.
immersion
So
and the rural immersion. Yes.
Okay, so as we said that this is the first time we are exploring global immersion, and again a rural immersion or a global immersion, that I would say the choice comes from the institute and also from the student side, right? Again, we have to go back to the partner institute and ask them. So depending on which country, what date, that all matters. So we cannot quote the price. Depending on number of students, the higher the number of students, the price gets lower. What date are you booking? What is the part, whether it's in Korea, whether it's in US, whether it's in UK, whether it's in Australia. So I would not be able to give you that tentative amount, right? The amount comes from the partner institute. Again, the ticket price, the visa price is variable. I will not be able to comment on that. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, we followed by this, we have another question from the participants. So, can someone do PhD after doing executive MBA?
So our executive MBA is as good as any other MBA, and I am happy to inform that already our MBA student or student who have done other places also currently are pursuing PhD. So there is no issue as far as higher study is concerned if you pursue this 2-year EMBA program.
And I would like to add that there are few students who have completed EMBA. Now they're all PhD students now. There are a lot of interest which is coming from EMBA to PhD. That path is quite clear. Yes, we can take the next question now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So the next question is, what kind of job assistance is offered? How does it benefit in career growth?
Okay, we are very much clear that the EMBA program is basically does not provide any placement to the EMBA participant. It is perhaps more, if I put in the right words, that it's trying to ask your skills, whatever position you are, and after this EMBA term, you would try to move to your next, I would say, career path. So as an institute, we right now does not provide any placement, I would say, help to the EMBA students.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So next question we have is, please guide us with the entrance test and the kind of questions and the procedure it may followed by.
Okay, as I have already informed, there will be a online AI proctored exam. Okay, so you have to be, so all the guidelines you will get, you have to have a good internet connectivity to access the portal. Okay, there will be 3 sections. Okay, so as I have already informed, that one section is verbal ability, where you test your somebody's language skills. There is data interpretation and logical reasoning, where you see somebody's reasoning capability, and there is something quantitative aptitude, which is basically school level mathematics. Okay, so in every test there will be 80 to 90 questions from these 3 sections, and the timing will be 2 hours. Okay, and you have to appear all the 3 sections. Okay, and ideally you don't give any negative marks. So so that is one thing that you can try your if you are not sure also, you don't have to bother about that. Okay, so this is roughly, if you have appeared any other test, like you have a valid CAT score, GRE score, GMAT score in last 3 years, then in that case, you are exempted from appearing IIM Jammu test also. So if you have a valid score, so when I'm saying valid score means in last 3 years. Okay, so in that case, you don't need to appear IIMJ test. You can directly appear the personal interview.
Thank you so much, sir. So Mr. Archit is asking how our elective subjects are decided and how many students are required for the subject to be offered.
Okay, as we said, that yeah, there are various areas in a EMBA program: marketing, finance, strategy, IT, HR, right? So one third, depending on this, I would say the total number of students, right? We decide what is the minimum requirement to run an elective. Now, for the current batch, it is 28 students are there. So almost one third of the batch, if anybody wants to, learn in brand management. So at least there should be 10 people, 8 to 10 people. I don't remember the exact number, which is, prescribed by the program office. So 8 or 10 people should be there to run that elective. If that minimum number of requirement is not met, that means that elective will not run. And as a program, we do not have any specialization per se, like you are specializing in marketing, finance. Depending on what you want, you still have that option that I can pick up from IT, whatever the courses are floating. IT, I can pick up few courses in term 4, 5, 6. I maybe IT and HR, marketing, depending what courses are floating. Again, I said, but because a minimum requirement is required, higher the batch number, higher are the chances of floating that kind of an elective, because then the minimum requirement is met.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So Mr. Qureshi is asking, what about the exam pattern? Will it be at campus or online?
Further, sir, it is online only. Further, sir,
Okay.
exam pattern
No, no, no.
online only, sir.
I think they are asking about term exam, right?
Is it the admission
I think, sir,
exam or term
it
exam
is
you are saying?
related to the entrance exam.
No, entrance exam is online, as I told. This is absolutely online. No need to go to any center. Just sit at your home and appear. Just like I am sitting at my home, at my village. So you can sit at your home and appear. There is no issue. Okay, it is AI proctored. So you just to have a seamless internet connectivity. That's it. The other thing, you will get all notification if there is noise, there is any eye movement, you see any kind of somebody behind, or you are talking to someone. So it will catch everything. So it is something, we are going to next level in technological thing. So, if you have connectivity, you can sit at any place. Don't move around. Don't allow anybody inside your room. Just appear a test, because each test will give you a score of how much your transparency level was there. So if you are indulging, a lot of people are coming, your movement, then the score will come down. So, and it will show red flag. So just you have to be at your room, internet connectivity, appear from have your internet connectivity with a system, and appear the MCQ type questions. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir. So, Mr. Shrikant is asking, for this program, is education loan facilities available, and what rate of interest I can expect after completion of this program? So, ma'am, Shahi,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so if you see on our website right
Yes.
now, there are some banks already, proposals are there. Okay, banks give loan. There is no issue. Collateral free loan, education loan give. Interest rate varies from bank to bank. Okay, IIM Jammu does not promote any bank for loan purpose. But as a candidate, you can have a word with number of banks and see what their terms and condition. As per my knowledge goes, the interest rate hovers around somewhere around 8%. And it can be plus 0.1 plus minus 1 somewhere. So I will not talk about which bank is giving what. but it is something around 8.1. Okay, so 8.1 interest rate. But as I said, you have all public bank, private bank, talk to them. Okay, so everybody is open to give you loan. Choose the best bank where you feel you are most comfortable with, or they are giving you the best, interest rate. Okay, we are happy to, take whatever your decision is.
Thank you so much, sir. So we have another question from Mr. Archit. He's asking, what is the recognition of the executive MBA in corporates?
Okay, I will add first, ma'am. You can tell.
Sure,
Go
sure,
ahead.
sir. Sure.
Okay, so now you see that there is now different paths of career are coming. So one is you study, don't take in any break or don't go for any working, and you complete your study, then start working. The other thing is, so you have professional degree, you have a BTech or some degree, you start working, then leaving your job and going back to study, the opportunity cost may be very high. And some people have their family requirements, the financial issues are there. So people want to grow. Okay, they want to add degree to their career. Okay, but they, at the same time, they don't want to leave their job. And industry very much appreciate those. Okay, first thing is, if you are making a commitment to study 2 years while you are working, it shows your caliber as a multitasker. It's not an easy thing. Let me tell you very frankly. Okay, so you are studying, you are learning, you have all requirements. Okay, at the same time, you are putting your best effort, you are giving your rigor and completing the program. So industry very much recognizes this. Okay, this is as equivalent to any other regular full-time MBA degree. That IIM tag helps you to become an alumnus, and you can claim and you can utilize the alumni network of the institute. Okay, as madam was also saying that already people are there who are at good places, so they can also give you referral or to move ahead. And we have seen in past that students who have done this degree, either they have got promotion in their own organization, or they were in some technological role and they moved to the managerial role in own organization or other organization. So we have also the cases where we have seen people actually taking benefit out of this program. Okay, but so you have to, the market is big. You have to sell yourself, as I said. Okay, so if you can do, there is lot of opportunity. Madam, you want to add anything?
Yes. So as Parida sir told that the rigor of the program is very high. It is as similar to the MBA program. So 5 days you are working and 2.5 days you are studying. And that rigor also has class participation, you have case presentation, you have project, you have CIS, you have dissertation. So it's not like you switch off your camera and just listen to any other song. It is quite, you have to participate, you have some attendance requirement, you have compulsory immersion. So if you really do that, and whatever you're doing in your office, you can actually very much relate to it. Suppose I'm working in an HR, I wanted to move to an IT. I have that opportunity of changing my specialization because that opportunity I'm getting in this program. It's try to, as Sir said, that a lot of people have got promoted in current they were doing something, and then they were promoted in the next profile. So it's really helpful in your career path. Thank you. Thank you. We can take the next question.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we have another question from Mr. Karthikeyan. He's asking, when does the course start, and if every campus visit is compulsory to attend?
So I think Parida sir will be able to tell you more about when the course start. It is you have to first we have the application, and then we have the written test, and then the interview, and then it will probably somewhere in July, August it will start. We will let you know when it is starting. And the next, what was the follow up question? What was the next follow up question on this?
Ma'am,
Yeah,
the
asking
next
about the
question was
campus
if
visit.
every campus visit is compulsory
Campus
to attend.
immersion, see, if you can compare with the other programs, we had 6 immersion earlier. And, there were a lot of, I would say, requests came from the participants that they wanted to, because they were not able to manage the work and, and also the immersion. So we have, based on the request of the students, based on comparing with the other IIMs, we have tried to reduce the immersion. But that does not mean reducing the immersion. You have got the opportunity to be on the campus, be a part of IIM Jammu family. You try to make network among, because there are a lot of people from other institute, other organization, and also meet the faculty in person. So as a chairperson, I would say campus immersion is compulsory. And that's the beauty of the program. Otherwise, you can do any other online program if you don't want to come to the campus there.
Madam, I'd like to add, many
Yes.
time when people actually come to campus, then they demand, sir, we need more time. It's so refreshing.
Yes.
Okay, what is
Yes.
the purpose? So the first term, the campus immersion is actually the orientation, document verification, registration, plus you need to know faculty, rules, regulation, library, all things you have to know. So this is the first. The third term, when you come, you will get orientation about electives. What are the courses available? How you can go for global immersion or rural immersion. Okay. The fourth term is actually your journey of specialization. So that's where you have to see what are the courses you are taking. The final term, as you, madam, rightly said, this is the culmination. So where you meet all your friends. Sometimes we combine this with alumni meet also, so you can meet the alumnus of previous batches, and then there is networking. Okay, and then of course convocation is not mandatory, but we want everybody to be present and take the degree from, like this year is planned to take from President of India, Honorable President of India. So if you are lucky enough, so maybe Prime Minister, President, or somebody is attending, you get the degree. So it's a lifetime opportunity. You hardly get such opportunity again. So you see, every immersion has its own merit. It's not that we want you to take burden come to campus. So this is also, we will also like to know that who our student is. You also like to know who our faculty is. So unless we know each other, then how will say we are from the same institute? Then it will be an online program where there is no connection, some recording. It's not recording based. Now we are talking. We can discuss. Okay, so it's very important for a family feeling, like a bonding a batch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to add, so that for and then few of the immersion you also have to write exams in an offline mode. When you come to the campus, you have to also write it. So every course there is a midterm, there is an end term. Right? So few of the exams you have to come to the campus during the immersion, and then you have to write those exams in person. That way we also know that the student who's performing online, how he or she is performing offline. And there's a lot of good feedback. People, after coming for the immersion, they actually wanted to come and meet the faculty. They wanted to see the beautiful campus, the beautiful library, the state of the art architecture here. They wanted to be a student again. They have a lot of, you can go and see the pictures on our social media platforms.
Okay. Another thing, just off the record, if you are visiting, so there are a lot of places also you can go around. Mata Vaishno Devi's right is hardly 30 kilometers away. You can have been to Sri Lanka or any other good places. So this is, you just take 2 more days of holiday, club it with your immersion, then you can have a gala time.
Yes, some of the people also get their family along with them.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, sir. So the next is we have a participant who's asking what is the batch size that is being targeted this time?
The more is good. The higher the batch strength, we are also looking, because this year the batch strength was 28. We are targeting the more people, please.
But officially we have approval for a batch size of 90. That is the highest. Okay, will not go beyond that.
Thank you. The next question that we have during the campus immersion module is accommodation will be provided?
Yes, accommodation will be provided during the campus immersion. We have our hostel facility here, so we are hoping that we get the hostel, and something is not there, but we will be able to provide it. Is club with the immersion to the MBA students.
Thank you, ma'am. So Bharat is asking, is it possible to record the session over a few days if the session is missed due to other work?
See, I think so. Generally, the faculty allows you because we have been doing an MS team, and this time we would have a new platform where there is a possibility of recording the sessions. I think you can record it and see the sessions later. But on the contrary, you have to get the attendance out of 20 session. I think 16 session attendance is you are that's compulsory. Otherwise, maybe your grades will be impacted, right? So it's 75%.
Ma'am,
Yes,
I'll just add here. So the recording may be available, and but you have to see the copyright and other norms. That violation have to be seen. So if you
right.
have that access, don't share on YouTube or don't circulate. So I thought everybody knows that. So provided that there is no issue. If somebody misses class, I'm sure our team will take care that he does not or she does not misses on the academics one.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
That's
So,
sorry. That's not available on public platform. It is only on that platform where we are teaching, whether it's MSc or whatever. Okay.
yes. So, next is Bharat is asking, what is the assessment and evaluation process in the each term, and how will be the learning out of this course will we be able to apply?
See, the assessment part is again, it is the faculty. The general prerogative is that you have marks for, let's see, if I am a faculty, I would say 30% marks for the midterm examination, 30% for the end examination, then 10% for the class participation, and another 10% for the case study analysis, and then there's a project presentation also for me as a faculty. But there is no compulsory. I can still give, some other faculty would decide, I would have some other criteria, but at least four criteria for assessment is there, right? So class participation, case study, project, midterm, end term, quiz, again depending on the faculty, right? Okay, the follow-up question was what are the learnings? So that learnings you have to see that in every course, whenever we are, there is a course which is quoted in core or elective, there is a course objective, that this is the learning objective and this is the outcome of the course. So how you are basically applying the knowledge and the learnings which you are getting from the course to your current, I would say, job, or you're writing a case, or you're writing some article, or you're applying something. There are a lot of people who have come that actually wanted to, this batch has come that we actually want to write a case study on IIM Jammu. How this campus has, the last time we visited, this campus has within 1 year has become such beautiful. Some people want to write something on HR. While studying from the faculty, we got an idea, and that we have applied during our interview, during our some discussion and I got a promotion this year in the immersion. This lady came to me and said, because this faculty was teaching, I got an idea. I shared with the director, and because of that, as some promotion is there. So it is very individual basis how you are taking it, what clicks, and what learnings are you trying to implement. So this is not like a force. You have to see what are you getting and how you are applying. It is quite open.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
So, Mayank is asking, if someone holds a professional degree, say CA or CMA, with 10 years of experience with PSU, the suitability of the program may please be elaborated. What shall be the student mix?
So students are basically from different. We have Mr. Bala just got graduate. He will be graduating this. He was 55 years senior director from IT. So the people from marketing, from finance, from corporate, from different background, and that's the beauty of the program. It is not very specific to a particular area, and that's why there are different electives which are getting floated. So if you are a CA, we have basically people who are CS and CA in MBA also. Forget about EMBA. So they would be from diverse background, diverse organization. I would say at a very senior profile. Some people are as young as 25. Some people are as aged as 55. We have people from Army. We have people from Air Force, BSF, AIMS. BCG, Adobe. There are so many great organizations. It's not very specific, it's diverse, and that's the beauty of the program. Yes, thank you. We can move on now.
Yeah, I think, ma'am and sir, thank you for taking so much of questions. But the major part is like most of the time, candidates seek about majorly the admissions processes, like, how the interview is gonna take place and, what all questions can be answered, how well they shall prepare about the interviews and questions. So if you could just like to highlight anything out of it.
Okay. 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 So the interview, I will not say interview, it's an interaction. Okay. So a interaction of 15 to 20 minutes with a panel of 2 members where they will like to see what you have done, why you want to join a program. Okay. So is there fire under your belly, as you say? So are you really, how serious you are about your career? Okay, what is your motive behind taking this program? Because you are spending money, right? So you should get value, and the institute is equally committed to see that you flourish. Okay, you get value out of it, right? So this is more of an interaction. Okay, it's nothing like a stress interview where you will be put under any kind of stress and nothing. So be natural. What you are doing, your day-to-day life, what you have done, what is your career goal, objective, what you want to do 5 year or 10 year down the line. If you have any aspiration, any particular hobby or career, you talk about that. So this is all about the interview. So I don't call it interview. As I said, it's the interaction. So you
Okay.
just interact, you tell about yourself, right? So
All
yeah.
right.
Just we want
That
to
was
adding to Parida sir, we just wanted to know that how serious, if you are for a good institute, we are also looking for a good candidate, because these are mature people, experienced people. So are you the right fit among them, right? That's
exactly.
that's the aptitude we're looking. We're not looking exactly what is the knowledge this person, what is the particular concept he would or she know. So it's basically, as sir said, it's an interaction.
All right, that is wonderful. And I think most of the time, candidates from different sectors also sort of tend to ask, like, what is the specialization? Do we offer any sort of a specialization related to IT, like data science, AI, ML, those sort of a thing? Because this seems like now very much trending in the market. So if you can just, share some light on this.
So you can see the brochures. I think this year we have AI and marketing, we have IT skills, data, all those depending on what is coming from the students and what is the faculty also offering. All
Hmm.
new courses, all new trends are there. We are all offering all those courses. You can go through the brochure, right? So again, all the electives will not float, depending on what is the interest which is coming from the students and what faculties are also offering. Let's say we will offer 10 electives in a particular area in a particular term, and there are 10 people register, one in each course. That course will
Right,
never
right.
float.
Hmm.
So again, I said that's a minimum requirement. So what is majorly before selecting your, I would say, the specialization, there would be an orientation,
Hmm.
elective orientation, where the entire area will come and present, and the student will also ask questions like this kind of a discussion which is happening. Depending on that only, the minimum requirement will come, and then we will float the course. If people are interested in AI, please go ahead and register for that course. If you're looking for data science, please register yourself for that particular course.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I just want to add here. If you
Yeah.
see IIM, so the course curriculum actually is dynamic. It's not stagnant.
Right,
So
yes.
let's say the industry requirement, they come and say that this is something we are looking, or there is demand. So we have seen coming up, faculty come up with new electives, or they modify their existing course outline to suit the industry requirement. Okay, and we also appreciate our students to come and give feedback. So there is a feedback system where student can say, okay, these following things are redundant, or these new things can be added. We appreciate that, and we make required changes. Okay. And sometimes your feedback can benefit your, upcoming batches like anything. So, we are always open for feedback. Okay. If anything is trending in the market, we don't want our students to lag behind, whatever may be.
All right. Because
Okay.
actually in the brochure, it was written in the, last time that operation, supply chain, and decision sciences are also, equally a part of the curriculum already. So even though IT systems and analytics as well. So most of the students actually gather somewhat around interest into that areas only. Because majorly students wanted to go ahead with big data, clouds, and IoTs and blockchain and all this sort of technologies and all. So I think that's a very good part in the curriculum which is already added here.
Angie, next way we should have a two-way kind of a communication. It is good to
Yeah.
interact and see people and ask them questions as if we are speaking to the walls.
Actually, I was just speaking about the query that I've been hearing, and after an interaction with the counseling team, the Nulearn team, which is regularly doing into a lot of inquiries and admission processes and all. So they've been letting us know that these are the queries that most of the time they're getting it when the candidate is filling up any applications and proceeding with the process ahead. So hence putting it up. So I think Megha, if you have any other questions from the candidates, can we put up?
Yes, we have another question, which is, do we have campus visit in Srinagar campus?
Okay, so in the earlier batches, there was the provision that one or two immersions, because the immersion number was higher, we used to keep one of the immersion in Srinagar. In the future, we have to see again, because then again exams are also happening. The faculty, if the orientation is there for traveling, again it is tentative. I'm not too sure, depending if it's only exam is happening, there's no activity. Because then if students also wants to meet the faculty, they also want to see the campus, they also want to stay on the campus, so the dynamics is now changed. again Again, I'm not saying that's not possible, but we also explored the possibility that if that Srinagar immersion can happen, if there's only exam, there's nothing much of an activity, then we can also plan in the future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, Rohit is asking, how difficult is it to get into this program? For instance, what is the completion level like? How much candidates generally apply and how many gets into the program?
Okay, so this is something very interesting because you know uh, we have seen people who are, their madam said, age of 55, 58. Okay, they are not supposed to be more conversant with the taste and other thing, but they actually end up becoming the toppers. Okay, so and people who are much younger. Okay, so that means what I'm trying to say, if you see, go to our website, you will see there is academic profile, there is test, there is PI, there is your work experience, everything put together becomes your composite score. So it is not about only test. Okay, so somebody has high experience, he can have lesser test. Somebody has a good academic credentials. Okay, so that also adds. So if you see, so this is a mixture of this thing. Okay, as far as difficulty level is concerned, as I have already told, okay, so this is basic school level. Okay, if you ask me in normal sense, so it's like clerical level test of any, bank or any, service, other, state board they conduct. So it is that level of the difficulty level of test. It's not very difficult like CAT or something, or UPSC test. It's nothing like this. Okay, and we have a minimum. We put a minimum cutoff after the test because we don't want to pre put a cutoff, then then see. So we want to see each batch what is the performance. We want to rank them as per their performance, but the final outcome is based on the composite score. It's not based on the only test. So somebody, if is not doing good in test, maybe he or she doing exceptionally well in the PI, so at that compensate the test mark. So as I said, composite score matters. Okay, and if you ask me, most of these people who are serious, they have been able to clear the minimum cut. I don't want to tell what is the minimum cutoff, but I will say they were, most of them were able to clear. Okay, so I'm keeping my finger crossed and hoping all of you can clear. Okay. We also understand that you are working, so probably you cannot put the same kind of effort what a MBA student is putting. So we take care of that. Don't worry.
Thank you so much, sir. So, Himanshu is asking, does IIM Jammu has EQUIS accreditation also? So it is European Quality Improvement System.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if you see the three kind of accreditation which are called as triple crown. IIM Jammu is already in the process of three accreditations, but for EQUIS you have to have minimum 10 batches pass out, then only you can go. So we are already in the process of MBA and AACSB. Okay, and let me tell you, I am not boasting here. Probably IIM Jammu will be the youngest IIM in India to get any of these things, and I am saying with full responsibility because I know the process and how far we have moved ahead. Okay, so eventually we'll get all accreditations which are international standards. So, but it is a matter of time because we need to have 10 batches, then only we can apply. So, this is that is the criteria. I hope it's clear.
Thank you, sir. So we have a question. What kind of assistance can we expect if in case we are planning for startup or entrepreneurship?
Okay, so IIM Jammu has two incubation centers. Okay, full-fledged incubation center, one at Jammu, one at Srinagar. Okay, you will be happy to know that one of the EMBA student of IIM Jammu, she is actually working from something waste to wealth project, and she is one of her incubative from IIM Jammu. She has been supported with some seed money of 25 lakh or something. I'm not very too sure about the amount or other thing, but just to tell you that IIM Jammu is promoting. So the whole J&K government's the entrepreneurial system and the policy is being framed with the support of IIM Jammu. Okay, and our incubation system, our entrepreneur cell, helps all the students, not only EMBA, MBA student, even PhD student or undergraduate student, if they want to start anything on campus, outside campus, even if outside country, and you have a good idea, then the institute will support. We have bank tie-up also with JK Bank and other banks also. So we'll also help you to get fund also. So you'll be this is something we are very happy to know when some student wants to start something of their own. So the ecosystem is quite good. I can assure you that. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So we have a question from Himanshu again. So they're asking, is it good for people having 18 years of plus experience in IT, or should they better apply for SMP program?
Okay, so this is a two different league, right? So this is a degree, right? So you have 18 years. So, if I say I joined Infosys in 2005 after my BTech, after 1 year, I joined my MBA program. I worked in corporate. Then I moved into academics. Okay. So if I am working, so many of my friends or contemporaries at that point of time are in good positions, but they have also taken some degree or something for their career enhancement. Senior leadership program or senior management program are FDP programs or MDP programs. They have their own benefits, but it's not a degree. Okay, it's not adding to your qualification as a postgraduate, or in the due course of time, if you want to pursue, PhD, or you have any inclination towards academics, this helps. Okay, so that is the basic difference. Okay, or else, there are a lot of other options are also available. Why SMP only? You can go ahead, but this is something which gives you lifelong benefit because you are alumnus, you have a degree, full-time degree. Yes.
Thank you, sir. So we have another question. What kind of career growth in salaries can anyone get after getting the degree?
So yeah, but this is something, sometimes people look for good roles. sometimes people look for salary. Sometimes people want to move. So we know people who are in, India, they move to, Europe or somebody in, Gulf country, and they got very good salary because the conversion of, the currency. So it's an individual thing. But if you ask me, okay, so well, personal, I'm saying with the interaction with people who have, so sometimes you have to market your skills and how you have learned those skills. Like you have employed a project, you have written something, okay, you have a degree now. So the moment you go for, so first thing is you can try at your own organization, or else when you are applying for a new role, new job, then all those key KPIs, and if you see that whatever you have learned are matching, then you are a perfect fit. Okay, and already work experience you have is an added advantage. So this is very subjective. I don't think anybody can say exact parameter. Madam, you have any idea? You are mute, ma'am. Madam, please unmute
Archana
yourself.
ma'am, you're on mute, I guess.
She's on unmute. I think there is some audio issues.
Okay.
Okay. Madam, there is some audio issue, I guess, from on your end. Okay, okay, anyways. Sain can also say if she has any,
So this is
because
this
there
is
became so
a
many
typical
candidates.
question. Basically, every working professional who is just starting their MBA degree, and they expect that what kind of opportunities they can get. So just like I've already said, if the intention is there and that seriousness is there, so regardless of whatever institute they join, they obviously can get more and more opportunities. And it's all it all matters about the certifications and the kind of skilling and the kind of continuous improvements that we're doing for ourselves. I think that matters a lot. And obviously, whatever opportunities the institutes or the people or the curriculum is providing, I think students should grasp that more in their career. I think that will make them uh, make them a good pathway for a good salaries, I can say. But
Okay.
yeah,
Can you hear
I
me
think
now? Can you hear me now?
yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. So as Parida sir also said that how to leverage this degree, and as I said already that this is as equivalent to an MBA degree from any IIM.
Right.
We have the same curriculum, same faculty, same, sometimes cases are also same. You know, the you're trying to leverage the or learn from a case study, from a project, from a dissertation, and how do, and then if you have learned something, and how to actually sell yourself and take it to the next level, it is again depending on the individual. Some individual will just take the classes, take the exam, and put it in their CV and do nothing about it. And some people will really hard on it. And how do I leverage a degree from an IIM? How do
Very,
you
very
take that
rightly
learning
said.
to the next level? It is again, individual to individual.
Right. And I think IIM Jammu, the program is well suited for the working professionals only. And the curriculum is very rigorous, very vast, and the kind of faculties that IIM Jammu is having, I think it's excellent out of the entire patch of people around there. And I think students will get to learn a lot of things. And in case, I mean, I would just like to conclude here by saying that this program is already live and we are already going ahead with the registrations process. The last date, as I've already mentioned, is this month itself, and the tentative date is going to start from the next month. I mean, from August itself. So I think registration is already there. For details, you can visit to IIM Jammu website as well and click on the application link to go ahead and proceed for the application process, whosoever is interested. In case of any queries or anything, the number is already listed in the website. And the Nulearn team is already there that will help you and support you in any case we can. So all the very best for the program. and we look forward for a good number of students there. And I think we are very excited to onboard quality people here. And I think that's all from our side. And it was a lovely meeting from Rashmi Ranjan sir and Archana ma'am as well, for enriching our students with such a vast knowledge and vast content that the candidates were seeking a lot of queries and doubts and all of this. I think they've got the idea about the program, the curriculum, uh, the the career pathway, the roadmap as well. I think most of the thing is already covered up. And in case obviously students are uh, they have queries, they can always reach out to the admissions team here. So I think that's all for today. And Megha, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, we don't have. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and thank you so much, Shaheen, ma'am. So, yeah, we as of now we don't have any further questions from the attendees.
Okay, thank you very much. And
All right.
as if you have any queries, don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, you can directly call IIM Jammu numbers or write to us directly or Nulearn team. So we are there to help you out, all address your queries. Okay, and thanks a lot for being here and taking up so much questions. And thank you, Sahin and your team. Okay, so thanks. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so very much, sir and ma'am, for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nulearn team. Thank you, Parida sir. Thank you, participants. We look forward to see you in the program. Thank you once again. Okay, we can leave now, right? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.